Good evening, everyone. I'm Michelle. Welcome to Stretch. This is baby Desmond who is going to join us. Hi, baby Desmond. He's saying hi if you can't hear him. So tonight for props, mats, maybe double up, folded blanket, a towel. You could use it to sit on or even put under your knees if you have difficulties. And stack a book of blocks, not required, just a little helpful when you're tight or have some flexibility issues. So we'll start with a warm up and stretch standing, and then we'll go ahead and move to the mat. Feet about hip distance apart. If you're not sure, no more than 2 fish, you can reach on down and measure. Knees are unlocked. Your pelvis is pointed straight down at the mat. Shoulders come up towards your ears, away and down, and we'll keep rolling them. And your chin should be parallel to the floor, making some nice big circles. Trying to bring your shoulders all the way to the front, to your ears, back down. Couple more times. And next time your shoulders are up to your ears, rotate them forward. All the way forward, down, away. And keep moving through this motion. Make it as big as you can. Got some cracking and crunching going on. I don't know about you. And next time your shoulders are down, leave them down. Engage that core. And we'll move through some face circles. But we're just moving our face. Bring your chin to your chest. And then around counterclockwise. Should feel really good. Again, you might have a little popping going on. Just waking up some synovial fluid. If at any time this isn't right for you, don't do the stretch. You can go back to shoulder circles. And next time your chin is at your chest, pause and go in the opposite direction, making circles with your face. Couple more times. And next time your chin is at your chest, leave it there. And bring your chin parallel to the floor. We'll move through a stretch from our side body. So your choice, if it's right for you, you can interlace your fingers overhead and leave your pointy fingers. Inhale, lengthen, or your other option is right hand can hold right wrist. And as you inhale, lengthen, unlock your knees, fold to the left. Grounding down to the right foot, lengthening through that hip. And right fingers, spin your chest open. You really want to open up through your chest. And it's a lengthening. Lengthening on the right side. A little compression on your left side. Not too much. And inhale those arms back up. If you're holding wrists, switch the hold. Right hand holds left wrist. And ground down through your left foot. And extend so that your fingers are pointed to where the wall and ceiling meet, opening up through the chest and lengthening through. You should feel a nice stretch through that left hip along your left hand side. And go ahead and inhale those arms center and exhale the arms back down. And we'll move into a standing hamstring stretch. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Right foot's going to stay where it is. Left leg steps back as far as you can. Left toes are pointed towards the left corners of your mat. And yes, this is a little balance challenge as well. And your hips straight forward, ground down through that left heel. We'll fold from our hips, but before we do that, you can either walk your hands down your leg as you're folding from the hips, or leave, if you have the core strength, leave your hands at your hips and begin folding. Ground down through that left leg, unlock that right knee. It should be straight, not locked. And when you can fold no further, bring your hands to your shins, ankles, the floor next to your right foot. This is where blocks can also come in handy. And let your head hang. Breathe. Remember, medium effort here. Shouldn't need to clench your jaw, grind your teeth when we're stretching. Should feel a nice release through that right hamstring, no pain. To come out of this, engage your core and either walk your hands up your shin, or you can place your hands on your hips, balance, challenge again. Extend your head out in front, nice extension as you rise up. Look at your right foot, step the left leg in, and switch legs. Step that right foot back as far as you can. And you want your right toes, big toe, right big toe facing towards the right hand side of your mat. Square your shoulders to the front. Left knee is straight, not locked. Engage your core and either walk your hands down or fold from the hips. Crown of the head lengthens forward. And when you can fold no further, hands come to your shin, ankles, foot, or the floor next to your left foot. Ground down through that right foot. Head hangs here in your hamstring stretch. If it ever becomes too much, you come out of it or back out. How do you back out? Well, you can bring your hands to your shins. Couple more breaths. To come out of this, engage your core and either walk your hands up, or if you want the balance challenge, hands to your hips, crown of the head reaches the opposite wall as you come up. Look at your left foot, step the right foot in, and go ahead and shake it out. And bring your feet about hip distance apart. Unlock your knees. Engage the core. Inhale your arms up. Or you can leave them on your hips to fold forward, your choice. And as you exhale, start folding from your hips. Arms are reaching for the ground. Unlock your knees. And when you can fold no further, place your hands on your shin, feet, floor next to your feet. And you want to focus on the thigh bones pressing away from you. Breathe. Again, this is where the block comes in handy. Put your hands on it, press into the block. Grounding down through all four corners of your feet. And go ahead and hold opposite elbows. Should feel a nice release in your upper back. Knees are unlocked. Little shoulder stretch. And if you're holding your elbows, release them. Place your hands on the mat and we'll step our left foot back as far as we can and place the left knee on the mat. You want your right knee over that right ankle. If it's not, start walking that left foot back some. Stretching out our hip flexors here. Thigh stretch. Should feel a nice stretch in that left hip flexor. Heart shines forward. We don't want to throw our chin up. That actually restricts our breathing. Your gaze can just shoot for the opposite wall. Your choice, the left toes can be under or they can be down flat on the mat. So whatever you prefer. Grounding down through that right leg. This is a great stretch, one of the only stretch that really targets your hip flexor area. And we're going to switch sides. So we're going to step that left knee back, right knee back to meet the left. And then step that left knee forward to the right foot in between your hands. Left knee over your left ankle. Go ahead and walk that right leg back if you need to. Sink your hips. Roll your shoulders away from your ears and heart shines forward. Getting that hip flexor stretch on the right hand side. Breathe, remember medium effort. Sometimes we think it's better when we go all out and stretching, and that's not the case. Medium effort. Couple more breaths. And go ahead, that left knee meets the right. Hands are right under your shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees right under your hips. Turn your toes under, straighten your knees, and press your hips back. Grounding down through your hands, so you want to make sure you're pressing where your finger pads, so where your fingers meet your palm. Feet, it's okay if your heels don't reach the ground, but you're trying to drag the mat away with your heels. Should feel a nice stretch through your shoulders, broaden your back. Maybe pedal your feet here. And if you want, you can rock side to side with your hips. A little stretch on the hips, calves. And if you're pedaling your feet, let that come to rest. Breathe. And then go ahead and bring your knees to the mat. Big toes together, knees as far apart as the mat, as wide as you can get them. Hips are driving towards those heels. Arms extend out in front of you. Forehead to the mat. You can bring your elbows to the ground if it's more comfortable for you. A between that chin and chest. And we'll do a shoulder stretch here. Ground down through that left palm. Right hand threads through underneath your body. And reach as far to the left as you can. And when you can reach no further, place your right shoulder on the mat, right ear. And breathe. It's okay if that right ear doesn't hit the mat. To come out of this, engage your core, press with your left hand, and right hand comes back overhead. And this time, left arm threads through to the right in line with your left shoulder. And when you can reach no further, place the left shoulder on the mat, the left side of your head. It's okay if your left ear doesn't make it there. Should feel a nice shoulder stretch. Keep reaching long with that left arm. Maybe a little in your side body. To come out of this, press into your right hand and inhale that arm back up overhead. Palms press in the mat. Hips drive towards your heels, forehead in the mat. And one more time, pull up to table. One more stretch for our side body. Palms right under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Engage your core. We'll wag the dog, head, and hips to the right. So you're forming a nice C with your side body. And center, and left, and center. Keep moving through. And center, however it's comfortable for you. And center. Elbows are unlocked. Couple more times. And next time you're center, stay there. And we'll come to a lying position, face down. We'll do a little upper back stretch. So your chin or forehead is to the mat. Hands under your shoulders or right by your ribs. Zip your legs together. Press your pelvis, squeeze your butt, tops of the feet to the mat. Imagine there's a marble underneath your nose. Lift your chin, nose, chest, and move that marble with your nose to a pain-free upper back bend. Your hands, imagine you're driving the mat away, shoulders away from your ears. You should be able to lift your hands and release down slowly. Separate your feet, turn your head to one side. And however it's comfortable for you, come to a seated position with your legs extended out right in front of you. Kick your heels out, and you want to walk back so you're on those sit stones. Dip your legs together, shoulders up, down, and away from your ears. Bend that right foot. Bend your right foot. How about we bend your right knee and place the inside of that right foot on the inside of your left thigh. Square your shoulders to the front. Inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, pull from the hips and walk your hands out. And when you can walk no further, let your head hang. Keep kicking that left heel out. If you can reach your toes, that's okay. You can hold on to them. Should feel a nice stretch in your left hamstring. right inner thigh, maybe a little bit the outer thigh, lower back. That core is always engaged. That's what protects your lower back. Keep kicking that left heel out, toes up. To come out of this, engage your core and walk your hands up. And extend that right leg out in front of you. Shake it out if you need to. Bend your left knee, and the bottom of the left foot comes to the inside of the right thigh. And the knee falls open to the left. Kick through with that right heel, rounding down through that right leg. Toes in the air. Inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, fold from the hips and start walking those hands out. And when you can fold no further, let your head hang. Some of you that are more flexible may even be able to get your elbows to the mat. And with everything, we have a dominant side, so you're going to feel more flexible on one side than the other. That is totally normal. Keep kicking through, grounding down through that right leg. Let the head hang. Breathe. To come out of this, engage your core and start walking your arms. Hands up. And go ahead and lengthen that left leg out. Shake it out. And then we'll come down to a lying down position on our back. Legs extended right out. Engage that core. Bend your right knee and bring that knee towards your chest. And you can hold on to the back of that thigh or the shin. Some of you may even be able to hug with both, holding both elbows. Imagine you're holding an egg between your chin and chest, rounding down through that left leg, hugging that right knee in. Should feel a nice release. Groin, thigh. I feel a little bit in my hips. Breathe. And then go ahead and release that right leg long next to the left, rounding down through that left leg, bringing that left knee towards your chest and hugging it either behind the left thigh or you can hold on to your shins, kicking through that right heel, hugging left leg in. Egg between your chin and chest. And breathe. And then go ahead and let go of that left leg. It extends out. We'll do the double stretch next. Bend your knees, place your feet on the mat. Bring your knees to your chest. And you can pull back your thighs or your shins, hugging those legs in. And if you want, you can rock side to side. And if you're rocking, let that rocking come to rest. Legs stay where they are. Let go of the hands and kick your heels towards the ceiling. Wrap your hands around your hamstrings or hold on to your calves. Egg between your chin and chest. And we're trying to hug our straight legs. Remember, knees are bent, not locked towards us. Again, another great hamstring stretch. And then go ahead, release those legs, bend your knees, feet on the mat. Once again, bringing your knees towards your chest, but we want our flexed feet facing the ceiling. And we're going to go ahead and grab the outside of our feet, creating resistance by pressing your flexed feet to the ceiling as we're pulling away with our hands. Egg between your chin and chest. And our knees are driving next to the floor, next to our armpits. This is a great groin stretch. You should feel it in your groin, inner thighs, outer thighs, hips, thighs, hamstrings. And just breathe. And go ahead and release those feet and place them back on the mat. The left leg will cross over the right thigh. Right leg comes towards the chest. Left hand threads through the center, right hand around the right thigh. Both feet are flexed. And inhale and bend your elbows, bringing that right knee as close to your chest as you can. And we're imagining that right knee is rotating away from us. Breathe. Feel a nice hip stretch here. And your left hip. And then go ahead and bring that, release that right leg, left foot to the mat. And then go ahead and cross that right leg over the left. Left leg comes towards the chest. Right hand comes through that open hole. Left hand around the left thigh. Right foot is flexed. Try to bring that left knee as close to the chest as you can. And focus on turning that right knee away from you. Egg between your chin and chest. And breathe. I don't know about you, but my right hip, a little resistant today. So this is where you can overstretch. And today's a day that I may need to back out a little more than usual. Say I have really tight hips. And it all depends on your workout, what you do. And go ahead and let go of that left leg. Left foot to the mat. Right foot to the mat. Go ahead and lengthen those legs out. Arms at your side. Taking a few moments here before we roll it over. And then bring your feet back to the mat, bending your knees. Rolling it over to one side. Using your bottom arm as a pillow. And however it's comfortable for you, come on up. And thank you so much for joining me for Stretch today. I hope to see you all in person really soon. But you all have a glorious evening and be well.